Hello dear students, how are you all? I will hope you all are fine. I am Pupender Verma, your science teacher. So dear students, today we are going to start chapter 19 of class 7 science, that is our forest. And we know well about forest. What are the forest? Forest is a large area covered with the thick growth of trees, herbs, shrubs, grasses, creepers and climbers. All kind of the plants and trees are found in a forest bed. Okay students, what is a forest actually? Forest is a large area covered with the thick growth of trees, shrubs, herbs, grasses, creepers and climbers. व्हाट इज़ अ फॉरेस्ट? फॉरेस्ट वो होते हैं जो लार्ज सरफेस एरिया पे थिक ग्रोथ ऑफ ट्रीज, जहाँ बहुत सारे पेड़, शर्ब्स, हर्ब्स, ग्रासेस, क्रीपर्स और क्लाइंबर्स पाए जाते हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, द टाइप ऑफ द प्लांट्स फाउंड इन द डिफरेंट फॉरेस्ट वेरी depending on the climatic condition of the region the forest is situated. The types of plants are found in the different forests vary depending on the climatic condition of the region of the forest situated. That means the plant found in the forest are depend on the climatic conditions. Like rainforest are part of rainy climate, where the rainy climate there are found the rain forest, and tropical rain forest are also found on the rainy areas. Region of the forest is situated at that. For example, the branches of the trees above the trunk from the crown. The branches of the tree above the trunk form the crown of tree. जो branches होती हैं trunk से ऊपर, trunk means उसके तने से ऊपर. The branches above from the trunk of trees from the crown of tree. This is called crown. The upper section of the tree is known as crown of tree. The above the trunk, this is called trunk, and above the trunk the green one section with the branches is known as crown of tree. Different trees have the different crown types and sizes. It depends on tree. The crowns of the tall trees together to form a roof over the other plant called canopy. The crowns of tall trees together to form a roof over the other plants called canopy. When the tall trees crowns combine together, merge together, they form a roof-like structure. This roof-like structure over the small plants is known as canopy. This roof-like structure over the small plants is known as canopy. A thick canopy does not allow sunlight to come in. This is an important point here. What is the working of this canopy? This canopy does not allow sunlight to come in. This canopy does not allow the sunlight come through it. It is therefore the quite dark inside the forest. So question is arises here, why the dark inside the forest? Because a thick canopy does not allow sunlight to come in, so therefore a quite dark inside the forest, such as tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest. In forest, the plants that grow in the shade of canopy form the understory. Form the understory. See beta, this is canopy of the plants. When the more plants combine together, they form roof-like structure. This form canopy, and the plants which grown under the canopy is known as understory. The plants which grown under the canopy is known as understory. They form understory. There are different layers in the understory. Below the tall trees are smaller trees, below which are the shrubs and grasses. Understory contained smaller trees, below which are the shrubs and grasses also. The herbs form the lowest layer of the forest. Herbs like mint, coriander, etc. are the part of herb, and other more herbs are found in the forest. So they form the lowest layer of the forest. Herbs are form the lowest layer of the forest. So quite clear to everyone. First point is in the chapter is crown of tree. The above the trunk part is known as crown of tree. That means above one section of the tree, that is known as crown of tree. And what is canopy? When the two or more than two trees crown of the large trees combine together to form the canopy. They form canopy. And next point is understory. When the small plants grown under canopy is known as understory. See in a figure beta. This figure, this is a crown of tree, and more than one crown of tree combined together to form canopy. This is canopy called. And what is understory? The plants, shrubs, herbs all are form the understory of the forest. And what is a forest floor? The smaller plants which are grown on the bottom section on the soil is known as forest floor. Okay, students, I hope you understand. The forest floor consists of soil covered with dead and decaying leaves, flowers, and fruits, seeds, twigs, and herbs, as well as animal droppings. What do you say? It say the forest floor consists of soil covered with dead and decaying leaves. That means the lowest layer of the forest covered with dead and decaying leaves, flowers, some smaller flowers which are grown on soil, fruits, seeds, twigs, and herbs, as well as animal droppings. What is animal droppings? Animal dropping means some are animal waste and dropped down by animals. It provides the favorable condition for seeds to germinate. What is the advantage of it? It provides the favorable conditions for seeds to germinate, and many of them grow up into trees. Some seeds which are germinate and grown up to trees. The types of the animals found in the forest also differ according to the climatic condition. And also here is a question, the climatic conditions also affect the types of animals which are found in forest, and which the forest is situated. A large number of the mammals such as monkeys, deer, elephants, bears, jackals, reptiles, jackals, etc. are found in forest. A large number of mammals. What are the mammals? The animals which give the birth of their young ones are known as mammals. For example, monkeys is a mammal, deer is a mammal, elephants are mammal, bears are mammal, jackals are mammal. Now, category of reptile. This is the second category. Reptiles such as snakes, lizards, crocodiles are the some reptiles family. They are also found in forest. Now, family of amphibians. This is a third category, such as frogs, birds, spiders. Not so frogs, toads are the in a family of amphibians which are found in water as well as on land. Now, in family of insects, this is fourth type, such as ants, beetles, birds, ant and beetles. These are the family of insects. Now, in family of birds, this is the fifth type. Birds and the spiders, multipeds, etc., millipedes, fish, and several types of microorganisms are found in plenty. These are the example of some insects, amphibians, mammals, etc. They all are found in the forest. Next concept is forest wealth. What do you understand by forest wealth? Forest wealth means how do forest grown itself and make nutrient to itself and survival. Forests are very important renewable resource. They are useful in the following ways. So, France, first is prevent floods and maintain the water table. Prevent from floods and maintain the water table. Rainwater falls on the leaves of the trees and plants and then drip slowly into forest floor. And then drip slowly to forest floor, then increase the water table. Thus the water does not collect and stagnate on the first floor. This prevents flooding. This prevents flooding. The water is not stagnate means ikatha. On the forest floor, the water is able to seep into soil and help to recharge the water table. That means help to recharge the underground water. From water table we understand that is underground water. Water table means underground water. When it rains heavily in the city, the roads get flooded. Except forest, when the rains heavily in the cities, the road get flooded. But this does not happen in forest. Why? Because in forest the rainwater is absorbed by soil and recharge the water table. They are not need to be staggered it and flood it. Next is prevent soil erosion. Forests help to prevent soil erosion. First we understand what is soil erosion. The ending up of and the removal of upper layer of. What is erosion? Erosion means removal of upper layer of soil by action of wind and water is known as soil erosion. That means removal of upper fertile layer of soil by action of wind and water is known as soil erosion. So how plants prevent from soil erosion? The roots of the plants bind the soil particles together. The roots of plants bind the soil particles together and prevent soil erosion. Prevent from soil erosion because their roots hold the soil particles tightly and never to erode them and never to flow them. Soil erosion is also prevented because raindrops do not fall directly on forest floor with the full force. And soil erosion is also prevented because in forest the raindrops are first fall on leaves, then its speed becomes slow, then after that fall on forest floor. So this is also prevent from soil erosion. I hope student you understand both above forest wealth part. Next is supply of oxygen. Forest also help in supply of oxygen. Plants in forest release oxygen gas during photosynthesis. We know that during photosynthesis plant release oxygen gas. This provides all animals including with oxygen to breathe. This provide oxygen to breathe all animals which are in earth and helps to maintain the ratio of oxygen to carbon dioxide into atmosphere and help to maintain the ratio of carbon dioxide and oxygen in atmosphere. That's why forests are called green lungs or nature lungs. That's why the plants are called green lungs or nature lungs. So question is arises there, why the green plants are called green lungs or nature's lungs? Because they maintain the level of oxygen and carbon dioxide on earth. Okay students, I hope you understand that. Now next, absorption of carbon dioxide. How the plants help in absorption of carbon dioxide? We all know well during photosynthesis plants need carbon dioxide. So that's why the plants during photosynthesis absorb the carbon dioxide from atmosphere and reduce the greenhouse effect and control the carbon dioxide. Why? How it can reduce greenhouse effect? Because carbon dioxide is a major greenhouse gas and they control the level of carbon dioxide, so they also help to reduce the greenhouse effect. Okay students, next point is cool the air and increase rainfall. Forest cool the air and increase rainfall. The plants in the forest absorb water from the soil and release into the air through transpiration process. Plants forest in the forest absorb the water from soil and release into the air through transpiration in form of vapors. What is a transpiration? Transpiration is a process of removal of extra amount of water through the leaves with the help of tiny pores, stomata into atmosphere in form of vapors is known as transpiration. Process of removal of extra amount of water through the tiny pores present on the leaves of plant known as stomata is known as transpiration process. Like we release the sweat into the atmosphere in form of vapors, in similar sense plants release the extra amount of water by transpiration process. This increases the amount of water vapors into the air and helps to cloud formation. Ultimately causes an increase in rainfall. Okay students, the increased amount of water vapors in the atmosphere also cools the surrounding of air. So plants also help in cool the air and increase rainfall. Now sixth uses of plant. Plant provide food and shelter for wildlife. wildlife. Forests provide the best habitat for various kinds of wild animals. What is the meaning of habitats? Habitat means the home for living, where they get food and survive is known as habitat. A large variety of the plants grow in the forest. This provides the food for wide variety of herbivores. You know that plants provide the food for herbivores, and this means increase the availability of food for large variety of carnivores. If there are the number of the herbivores, then there are the increase in the number of carnivores, because carnivores eat that herbivores. All animals depend directly or indirectly on plants for their food. All animals depend directly or indirectly on plants for their food. What is the meaning of directly or indirectly, students? Directly means like herbivores directly depend on plants for food. Directly for plants for food, but carnivores are depend on herbivores for plant food, so they indirectly depend on plants. So the carnivores here indirectly depend on plants for food. I hope student you understand that. I am again repeat this sentence. This is plants and this is herbivores and this is carnivores. If herbivores directly depend on plants for food, but carnivores depend on herbivores for food, but here the carnivores are indirectly depend on plants for food. If there is no herbivores, no plant eater, then how the carnivores get their food? So I hope you understand. Carnivores are indirectly depend on plants for food and directly depend on herbivores for food. Next is animals also depend on plants for shelter and safety. Animals depend on plants for shelter and safety. Most birds make their nest on the branches of trees. Monkeys, apes, and bats live on trees. Some insects, such as a caterpillar, laying bird, ladybird, butterfly, moth, grasshopper, and other fireflies, find the shelter among the plants. And the many people belonging to different tribes. This is clear, beta. The monkeys, apes, bats live on trees. And some insects such as a caterpillar, kide, ladybird. This is not ladybird, that is ladybug. Ladybug, butterfly, moth, grasshopper, and firefly, and the shelter among the plants. The many people belonging to different tribes. Many people belong to different tribes also live in forest. They depend mostly on the forest for their livelihood. The people which are in the tribes or kabilas also live in forest, and they depend mostly on the forest for their livelihood. They get the firewood from the forest and also take the medicines and all other things from the forest and survive in forest for their livelihood. Next is forest products. We get many things from forest. Forest yield valuable products such as timber, wood, pulp, tryptophan, latex, oil, spices, resins, gum, lac, medicinal plants, etc. What things are forest provide us? Timber, imarti lakdi, wood pulp for making paper, and tryptophan oil, latex for manufacture of rubber. Latex is used for manufacturing rubber, and latex is given by rubber tree. Oils, spices, resins, gums, lac, and medicinal plants. The plants such as neem, holy basil, and foxglove and rosy periwinkle gives the medicines. These are the medicinal plants such as neem, holy basil, that is tulsi, and foxglove, rosy periwinkle gives the medicine. These plants provide us medicine. See in a picture, the plants provide us timber, that is imarti lakdi, and latex to collect rubber. Latex is a liquid material which obtained from rubber trees, and spices and masale. Okay students, I hope you understand this part of the chapter, and this is a general chapter related to forest. What are the forest and what kind of the plants are found in forest, and what are the advantage of forest, how they help us in ecosystem, and what are the products we get from forest. I hope student you understand this part. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.